What is up, you guys? I just wanted to read a little bit of the stuff that I found today while I was trying to extract all my videos from my old computers. So there's a Florida Christian school says it will refer to students only by biological gender. It asks gay and transgender students to leave. The name of the school is Grace Christian School in Valrico, told parents in an email that they have to agree to all policies and procedures before their child can start school. So the article is by a man named Antonio Palanas, and it goes on to say it's dated August 18th, 2022. A religious school in Florida says it will only refer to students by their sex assigned at birth, while pupils who are gay, transgender, or gender non-conforming will be asked to leave the school immediately. NBC News obtained an email from Grace Christian Schools in Valrico, about 20 miles east of Tampa, sent before the beginning of the school year by Administrator Barry McKean. The subject line of the email reads, "Important school policy point of emphasis. Please read." The June 6 correspondence to parents cited scripture and said that students will be referred by the gender on their birth certificates during the school year beginning this month. While the email refers to biological gender, the National Institute of Health defines gender as a social construct as opposed to sex, which is the biological difference between females and males. Wow, so this is really a sign of the times. Um, because remember, we just went through that whole thing where schools had to, well, at least universities did, had to install. So, in the process of remodeling the UCLA school, they needed to put in transgender um, friendly bathrooms, and they had just redone the men's room. So, excuse me, it took the whole men's room to be finished up, lined in urinals, for somebody like the inspector to come in and say, "No, you got to tear these out because we need to provide areas for people who are transitioning." So that said, this is what's going on. Let's continue reading. It says Grace Christian School in Valrico, Florida, and then it shows a picture. "We believe that God created mankind in his image, male, man, and female woman, sexually different but with equal dignity," the email said. "Therefore, one's biological sex must be affirmed, and no attempts should be made to physically change, alter, or disagree with one's biological gender, including but not limited to elective sex reassignment, transvestite, transgender, or non binary gender fluid acts of conduct." And then it quotes Genesis 1:26 through 28. "Students in school will be referred to by the gender on their birth certificate and be referenced in name in the same fashion." It continued, "We believe that any form of homosexuality, lesbianism, bisexuality, transgender identity, lifestyle, self identification." Um, wow. And then it goes on to say things I don't want to repeat, but obviously they begin with a B and end with a Y. The next word starts with an I and ends with a T. The next word starts with an F and ends with an N. And then the next word is "adultery and pornography are sinful in the sight of God and the church." Genesis 2 to 4, quoting Leviticus 18:1 through 30, Romans 1:26 through 29, 1 Corinthians 5:1, 1 Corinthians 6:9, 1 Thessalonians 4:2-7. My face is completely clean of anything. There's not even like a dew on it. I think it looks great. I'm just kind of like deflecting from what I just read because I'm really shocked by like this, right? "Students who are found participating in these lifestyles will be asked to leave the school immediately," the email said. "While the policy is not new, it must be understood and accepted completely," the email said. adding that parents would have to agree to all policies and procedures before your student may start school in August. Multiple attempts to reach McKean and other representatives of Grace Christian School for comment before the article was published were unsuccessful. So there was a video statement, it describes it. Um, In a video statement that was a response to NBC's article, McKean acknowledged that he chose not to talk to a reporter. He then confirmed a school policy does not allow students to be homosexual or transgender, and that an email was sent to parents on June 6 reminding them of the policy. It is true that a student cannot come to our school and be transgender or homosexual. This is rooted in scriptures, he said. God has spoken on those issues explicitly, aggressively, and we have had these policies in our school since day number one in the early 1970s. This is not new. McKean added that the policy will remain. He also said, "We are not a hateful group of people. We don't hate students who are of a particular persuasion." I don't know. What do you think? Like and subscribe. Comment below and let me know what you think.